Western Chronicles, Episode 10, The Test of Two. Boulder, otherwise known as D261, arrived on Sodor a few weeks ago to serve on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Unfortunately for D261, he wasn't doing a good job, and Sir Topham Hatt didn't like him. However, Sir Topham Hatt wanted to give him one more chance. D261, said the Fat Controller. As you probably already know, my engines aren't really doing too well recently. Their parts are beginning to wear and break down, and I'm constantly having to pay for repairs. In the meantime, I need other engines, such as yourself, to do the work. Yeah, okay, sir, moaned D261. What is it this time? Actually, continued the Fat Controller, because of the increased workload, I've decided to rent out another engine from the mainland. D261's eyes widened. Really, sir? He said. Yes, continued the Fat Controller. Now, as you probably know, there are many diesels on the mainland, and many diesels would like to work here. Unfortunately, due to past incidents, I haven't really been too open about this. However, because of recent circumstances, I've been given no choice. Really, sir? Said D261. That's surprising. Yes, well, go to the docks as soon as possible and return here. Sir Topham Hatt walked away. D261 didn't have to wait. He oiled away out of the diesel brakes. I wonder who this engine is, said D261. But before he knew it, there he was. It was Spam Can, otherwise known as D199. Hello, Boulder, or D261, his voice oiled. D199, Spam Can, where have you been? Around. Where have you been? Just pretending to work on here. Suddenly, Sir Topham Hatt's car roared up. Uh-oh, is this your boss? Yep, said Boulder. Sir Topham Hatt walked out. Okay, you two, I'll get straight to the point. There is a special train from Ellsbridge Station that I need you two to pick up immediately. Bring it to Knapford Station as fast as possible. Yes, sir, said the two diesels. Secretly, they didn't want to work, but they knew this was their chance to get into the railway. I understand you two don't really have the best history here on Sodor. However, I'm willing to give you another chance. Now, if you two complete your task with goodwill and good work, I will allow you to stay on Sodor and work here permanently. But if you don't, you will be failed, and your trial will end. The two engines were silent. Well, if there's nothing else, I best be leaving. So Topham Hatt returned to his car and drove away. Interesting, said Spam Can. Indeed, said Boulder. Wait, let's return to the sheds first. The two engines wasted no time in returning to the sheds. Once they returned, they decided to hatch a plan. What are you thinking? Said Spam Can. Here, let me tell it to you, said Boulder. And the two engines talked for a few more minutes. Meanwhile, at Ellsbridge Station, their train was awaiting them. It wasn't necessarily a long train, but the goods inside it were extremely heavy. Spam Can and Boulder coupled to the train. Don't forget the plan, said Spam Can. Got it, said Boulder. The two engines were off. They roared around the bend, through the docks. They began to speed up as they went up the hill, paying no regard to the other engines of the line. Oliver was just leaving Marion Station and was going to pull into the T-switch when the two engines roared right past him. Whoa, said Oliver. What are you doing? Slow down, Diesels. The Diesels didn't bother to listen. They roared down the hill. They passed through the quarry, shocking Mavis. Ugh, slow down. They didn't care, of course. Okay, let's go through here, said Spamcam. This has to be the fastest route. I don't think so, said Bowler. This must be the fastest route. What are you talking about, said Spamcan? We have to go through the engine wash to get to Timoth. That way we can get to the station faster. Rubbish, replied Bowler. Let's go this way. Bowler shoved Spamcan into the wash. Ooh, said Spamcan. Bowler, stop. What are you doing? This wasn't part of the plan. Neither was going through Timoth part of the plan. We didn't get that far, said Spamcan. He reached out of the engine wash before Bowler can push him through anymore, but he pushed back too far that the entire train roared against the points. We're going backwards. Well, I guess you're getting what you wanted then, said Spamcan. So be it then, said Bowler. D261 and D199 were soon on the viaduct. Because they were going backwards, they couldn't even see their train. This isn't a good idea, said Spamcan. Well, neither was yours. It would have taken us longer to get to the station. Well, at least we weren't going backwards. Unfortunately, Scruffy and Rickety hatched a plan. Go, 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 said Scruffy. And when they get to the edge, brake hard so they push. All the trucks did just that. Spamcan and Boulder continued to push the trucks on the viaduct without having any idea where they were going. The trucks braked on the edge, and in response, the engines shoved even more. Unfortunately, there was a catastrophic accident and a splintering crash. Oh, said Bowler. Look what you've done. What I've done? You were the one who hatched this whole plan of coming over here instead of going through Timoth, replied D199. Oh, don't pin this on me, said D261. Soon the Fat Controller arrived in his blue car. He was most unpleased. He stepped onto the viaduct. D199, D261, I can't believe you caused this serious accident. Those goods were very important to revitalize Knapford Station. The engines at the station couldn't help but laugh. Pa, said Thomas. I told you guys those engines weren't going to make it. Agreed, said James. They never had a chance. Silly diesels. I don't know why Sir Topham Hatt keeps buying them. The other engines at the yard snickered behind the engine's back. They felt disgraced and ashamed. You silly diesel should have never gotten yourselves into this mess. You are clearly not Sodal material. From now on, I won't be trusting you two on my line. The diesels could only sit there in disgrace.